right, what's up? May 16th, Friday, day of Game 6. PGA in full swing. Preakness tomorrow. You got a Game 7 Sunday. It's getting nice out. Like an underrated sports weekend.
Love it.
Underrated sports weekend. That I think for most casual people kind of popped up. Like, the NHL playoffs are going on. NBA playoffs are going on. I feel like people don't, and especially with the PGA moving from August to May, it might pop up on some people. They're flipping around there like, oh, yeah, PGA this weekend.
Yeah.
Dialed into that.
It snuck up on me.
Yeah,
I was definitely thrown off.
The Preakness always sneaks back up on me because you have that week off in between the Derby. So I think a lot of casual people will have a lot to watch this weekend. We'll have Merle's quick. Sorry for the delay. Phil and Pete's fault. 5% Pete. 95% Phil.
Internet has
actually
not been
no,
great
not
today.
really. Yeah,
We got to be on the same team with Meek today.
We do. Well, he was the one.
I know. I know he threw the first shot, but we got to.
No, he doesn't have task at hand. Like,
we got to be together.
Trying to save the fucking
need to be together.
It's Saving Private Ryan.
What's Meek doing?
He's acting like a dick and is not being focused.
He's always acting like a dick. So he's a
it's Saving Private Ryan. We got to save the bridge. And the captain is showing us,
he's nervous. We'll get it together. We got 8 o'clock.
He's out there
tip.
fucking singing show tunes. Like, what are we doing?
He's got Subway Series on his mind. We have this 8 o'clock tip. There's a lot going on today. I understand he's a little rattled. Yeah. We'll get it together. We got time.
I might go full troll tonight and tell Frank that only the one TV works with volume, and ESPN is having volume issues, and truthfully put the volume on the Notebook tonight instead of the two, and just watch him just literally stab somebody. But we'll see.
Don't do that.
I don't know.
What do you say? Go.
Frank. Why? Were you a masochist or something?
Frank, it's a great night. Go to the game.
Yeah,
Frank should go to the game.
It is. All right, let's do. We got Merle's coming at 12:30. Elio 12:45 with the Preakness. A lot of stuff to talk about, so we'll dive in.
I'm sweating this golf bet.
I gave up. Matt Fitzpatrick is my only fucking hope now. Morikawa is a fucking disaster.
I have Oberg versus Reed. At one point, he was minus 2,500. Then he had double bogey, went down to plus money, then up to minus 8,000. Now he only has a one-shot lead. It's just a roller coaster. Yeah, so I'm following the final holes here.
How it goes.
Is it just for this round?
Yes.
Okay, just this round.
Nuggets force game 7. Strother, unbelievable kid from Gonzaga. Massive amount of threes.
Good for him, man. Like, I liked him on Gonzaga too. Took him a little bit to find his footing.
Root for those kids.
He had some confident. You want to talk about confidence? Where we talk about like Josh Hart on the stream. He was shooting with like Westbrook found him for a few. Murray found him for a few. He had an amazing alley-oop layup where he wasn't even facing the basket and had to turn around and get it.
Very, very impressive.
I
think he had 8 in a row.
He might have. It came very quick.
Really big.
The Nuggets need some of those supporting cast guys because they're very thin with their rotations to get going. And Westbrook, immediately, you could see they were absolutely fucking not, dude. Westbrook came in and immediately turned it over 3 times in 3 minutes. They were like, no, this is not a Westbrook game. So there went my bet. But a guy like Strother had to come up and come big, and now we got game 7.
Yeah.
Of course, my guy Christian Brown had a great game. I've always said,
big Brown guy.
All right, I'm going to read you again. I know what I'm doing when I'm dialed in and I'm showing a video of Jokic is maybe the best pass of the year. And I'm like, look where he is. He knows where he is. I know what I'm doing. I do think he's a phenomenal winning player, and I really like him.
You are, this goes without saying, a crazy person. I just joined the Pick Central group chat. You're just talking to yourself during this game, at the very end about Brown. It's 7 straight texts about Christian Brown. You're taking phone videos. Then you're tweeting, and then you're tweeting. Joey Yanks is tweeting the same stuff. It's unbelievable.
Listen, I like high IQ basketball players.
These obscure things. He is a winning player. He's a very good player.
I'm just going to read off 2 stats, okay? The best player on the planet went for 29, 14, and 8.
Sure.
My guy went for 23, 11, and 5.
He had a great game yesterday.
He's fucking unbelievable. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Murray was big early, too, with the whole,
he's so good in these games, in these clutch games.
He's clutch.
I fucking love him.
He's never made an all-star team.
Really?
It's because he's big in these moments.
I think especially if they say they're able to win another one, maybe even regardless if they do or not, I think he might end up sealing the podium of best player to never make an all-star team.
Yeah, he elevates.
What is that list?
I think especially how deep things have gotten now. I think I've argued they need to expand it to like 15 because I think that the talent in the NBA is so rich now. There's guys like, I mean, I know you can say what you want about Sabonis in terms of like whatever he like defense, whatever. He'll average like 22, 11, and like 7, and like he's just like not an all-star like back-to-back years.
Yeah.
I think, like even like as much as we talk shit about Trae Young, average like 24 and like 11. And like can't get on the All-Star team.
Also, like let's
without like multiple All-Star.
LaMelo Ball didn't make it. Granted, fake stats, but
Still averaging like almost 30.
had crazy stats.
Yeah, I mean,
let's also be honest. If they don't give a fuck about the game, you can't say adding 15 guys or making the roster 15 hurts the sense that LeBron plays less, Durant plays. It's like nobody really cares anyway. So all right, they probably want to play less minutes in that. You know, like the point of the All-Star game is you get to see LeBron and Giannis on the court for 15, 20 minutes together. Like, just knock it down. It's a fucking exhibition anyway. So, yeah, I agree with that. I'm interested to see what is that list of best guys to never make an All-Star team.
I remember, like, Jalen Rose, you get brought up a lot, and some guys like that. But, I mean, like, a guy like Jamal Murray is way better, in my opinion, than Jalen Rose.
The West is just so deep. That's why.
No,
it's
yeah,
so
he's
hard,
never going to get blocked in.
And that's what he probably, like, a lot of these years, he hasn't even been, like, that close. Like when they make the snub list, like, he's not even on the snub list.
And then there's always guys I've thought of that don't put up the big stats, but are like truthfully really valuable glue guys for their teams and are winners. Like Danny Green like that. Now, don't get me wrong. He never should have made an All-Star team. But he was valuable on every team he went to.
There's some,
like guys like that.
Yeah.
Like
I pulled up Red. There's some names.
Marcus Camby.
Marcus
Mason?
Camby.
Did Anthony, not that he's like the best ever, but
Ron Harper.
talk about glue.
Lamar Odom never made an All-Star team.
Mike Bibby, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson,
Lamar Odom never making one. It's kind of shocking.
Al Jefferson.
Honestly, Bibby not making one is surprising to me.
Did Anthony Mason ever make one?
I feel like he might have made one.
Because he put up good stats with like the Knicks and the Hornets.
For some reason, I think Mason might have made one All-Star
Anthony
team.
Mason, one-time All-Star.
I was going to say
One-time
when he
All-Star.
was 34 on the team.
Actually, Christian Laettner made an All-Star team.
Really?
One, I think with the Hawks maybe or the somebody they were decent on. He made one
All-Star team with the Hawks in '97.
Jesus.
Does Conley made one? This was a 2020 list. Conley was on it. Did Conley make sense?
I doubt it.
Probably not. But that's a name for sure.
I would put.
He did.
He did make one recently.
One-time All-Star in 2021.
Okay, so he made it after the list. Okay.
Oh, was that the year? Was that when the Jazz were the 1 seed?
Yeah.
That makes sense. They had a few guys. That makes sense.
All right. Free
Another failed Donovan Mitchell team.
Yeah, free Ball Don't Lie shirt if you tweet at us the two 12-man rosters, 24 total guys of the best guys to never make an All-Star game.
Yeah. I really think Murray's up there, man.
But back to Murray. Yeah. He's a guy who he doesn't just like they would the beauty of Derek Jeter. I'm not comparing Derek Jeter to Jamal Murray, but the beauty of Derek Jeter was he kept the same stats in the postseason as regular season. Murray goes above.
Yeah.
Murray excels in the postseason. Those game 6, game 7s, you want Jamal Murray on your team. They were saying he was ill before the game. He didn't really look it too much. I feel like once he looked good in warmups. But man,
I thought his face, you could see it a little bit. You could see
like
the kind of like
maybe or something.
Like his hair and you could just see a little bit like I mean, like I said, you didn't see it in this play, but I could see a little bit.
Sometimes that helps guys lock in though.
Yeah, I think so too. You're just like just got just one thing, just ball.
Yeah.
No,
and Aaron Gordon sucked.
Yeah, he was bad.
So like they really needed Murray, and Westbrook obviously wasn't giving you that.
Sucked,
Porter hit a few shots.
Yeah, especially in the second half.
It was big for Porter to get off this. He was like 0 for his last like 11 and threes.
He's playing with one shoulder, like he has no lift on his shot.
No
whatsoever.
doubt, for sure. I'm just stunned that I'm continue to be stunned. And you keep saying like how do we keep passing on Jokic with plus plus money and all that. Their defense, I'm shocked by their defense because they were nowhere near this in the regular season. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's that new coach who I didn't give a chance at all, but maybe that guy's going to stick around, I assume. I think they're one game away from beating the 1 seed.
I think regardless, he sticks around.
Yeah, so that guy's, he knows something.
It seemed maybe he was a little bit different because I know when a guy leaves, you trash him. Weren't they trying to trash Malone the minute he left? Right after they were trying to cover their face,
it was
like nobody liked him.
The story in that he had lost the locker room and that he was such a big Westbrook guy, and the other guys in the team were kind of like, you're just so loyal to Westbrook, you live and die with them.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the story.
Yeah, you saw the opposite last night. Like this guy yanked him 3 minutes in. Right. He got later minutes, and he did have some good plays. He didn't kill them later on, but his first few minutes, they were like, absolutely not. Get the fuck off.
Yeah, maybe this guy is a different kind of presence. He came in like hat in hand, like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit cooler. Maybe practices are light. You know what I mean? Like just.
I mean, if you think about it,
listen, the players on the court are winning the games. about, I think
Sure.
if
Coaching can only do so much.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But
But I think this guy's presence is making them a little looser. Like maybe they had tight assholes with Malone for a long time, and now this guy is just like, hey guys, let's loosen up, do what you do, and keep it going. So I think you keep him.
I mean, at least
I don't know if he's going to work for a full year, but I think
good on the owner. The owner though, like he fired everybody right before, and people question him obviously, like how you're a top 3 seed, how are you doing this so late? Paid off.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
they're in position here.
It feels like none of the guys in the team really went to bat for him that hard.
Jokic was just like, it's part of the business.
Yeah, just like,
whatever.
whatever.
Very like stoic. Just
Jokic
like
is
I don't know.
Yeah, but
Maybe
your
that's
job, you get fired.
That might be by design. We don't. Who knows? But
I think Jokic is never going to be a complain guy.
No.
No.
Publicly, it's just not
Just to the
how he
refs.
operates, which is great if you have him as a superstar.
Yeah.
Like you're like, all right, he's easy, he's low maintenance. Like it is what it is.
He's the best player in the
His
world.
maintenance, he just wants to go home.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Which could be a problem because he could phone it, at any point.
I always,
But he's not I don't think he's a phone-in guy. I think he's just like, when the game's done, I want to go home guy.
Yeah.
he's high maintenance to do like probably a commercial.
But they showed some of the clips in the playoffs, like him just like going nuts, like basically.
Oh no, he's addicted to basketball.
Like he
loves
in it to win
basketball.
it. Yeah, he's really in it.
But like everything outside of basketball,
Yes.
he wants no part of. He just wants
Let's
to
go home and like
and
race his horses and,
100%.
and swim in the pool.
That's it.
Who do you think? I mean, the pressure's on both teams. It's a weird question to ask.
No,
but
in this game,
is it now?
no, the pressure's all on the Thunder.
all on
I
the
think so,
Thunder,
too.
right?
Pressure's all on the Thunder.
Yeah, I think so. Too.
How cheap do you think it is to get into Game 7 in OKC? I looked at game time.
$200.
141
Wow.
Yeah,
to
pretty
get into
good.
Game 7.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Pretty
good.
Time.
Yeah, that crowd's gonna be nuts. The crowd that Denver crowd was electric.
Yeah.
They were so loud when they made their run. Yeah, the pressure's all on the Thunder. Those guys, they failed last year.
What'd they lose in last year? The semis?
Yeah,
So
they lost.
round.
They lost to the
round, right?
Mavs.
Yeah, and then they win 68 games. You have the MVP probably on your team. What?
No, I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't see him. So yeah, pressure's completely on them, those guys, and this is where it's truly, polar opposites. All the experience, title, they won a title versus these guys are, they've never won this game.
Yeah. What's the line? I'm taking
7.5. It's dropped.
Seven, seven.
These games have been 10 in
Yeah.
OKC, right? So
yeah.
that makes sense too. Like they're assuming they're going to be a little tight and it's a closer game. You respect Jokic.
Denver.
I like the under in the game. These games they're always just so both teams are going to be tight, slow possessions. It's not going to be like the last 2 games. I think.
I like Denver money line.
I just
Because
wonder-
I want to keep watching Jokic play, obviously, and like
I do too, kind of.
know?
And I would. It would be awesome to see them run back that Timberwolves Nuggets series.
Oh yeah.
That was
Oh, yeah.
insane last
Also,
year, to run that back.
and this year they've Minnesota's played them very well.
That's like the fact that one of them would be going to the finals. Like that would be.
what would if it's Celtics? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if it's Celtics Nuggets in the finals, would that be the last 2 champions back to back?
Correct.
Yeah,
It would be, right? So running that back, I think that's a decent.
You were saying they're
storyline.
40-20 Phil Jackson
I have it
rule.
pulled up. The 40-20 rules in jeopardy. OKC and Boston are the only teams left because the Cavs got bounced. Since the creation of the three-point line and Chris Clemmer in 1979, 41 of the last 45 NBA champions have won 40 games before they lost 20.
Who are the outliers?
1995 Houston Rockets, who went 40 and 25.
Okay.
04 Detroit Pistons, who went 40 and 25. 2006 Miami Heat, who went 40 and 20, and then as recently, the 2021 Bucks went 40 and 24.
Oh, so each of them were flirting with it.
Yeah.
There's no
And-
massive.
I mean,
outlier.
four of those 5 lost 4 extra before they won.
Yeah.
Like only that Heat team, they literally won 39 and 20.
And
And
the
then
other
won
interesting
the
part about
40.
that, the first 3 I named, Shaq is involved in all of them because he lost to the Rockets, lost to the Pistons, won with the Heat.
Wow.
So,
Interesting.
but that's an interesting stat. And the Knicks literally just missed that mark. I think we literally got to 40 and 20.
I was gonna say we
We
might
had
have
the
1 or
Cavs
2.
and
Yeah,
Celtics
we were right
like, lined
there.
up
Yeah,
right
yeah,
after
yeah.
a break.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm rooting for the Nuggets. I think Nuggets have been disrespected in this playoffs. Like they're really, really good. Really, really good.
I'll probably take Nuggets with the points this time, so then the Thunder will win in a blowout.
You just got to appreciate Jokic, man.
It's incredible.
It's just like it doesn't matter. He's that good. He can will any team together. To this point, it's
Now,
so impressive
If
that they won.
if the Thunder lose, are they making
Giannis.
like that's?
I think
what was
the
getting to.
the
Like,
play of
major
Jalen Williams,
change.
the play of Jalen Williams what the hell are you doing?
That was a bad game yesterday.
That series?
Yeah.
What's happened to this guy? Like, they don't have a true, like, number 2 option right now. It's kind of whoever just wants to step up.
Yesterday was tough. Like, they all got in foul trouble so early. Like, him, like, his Hartenstein got in foul trouble immediately almost.
Yeah.
Shea has 4 fouls in the first half.
But I'm saying if Jalen's not getting it going, I don't know who, is it Chet?
Yeah, I mean, Chet was their leading scorer. Second.
Right.
I thought Chet played good last night.
No, I know. But I'm saying there's no, you don't know who it's going to be.
No, I think
All year was Jalen Williams.
No, I think Jalen Williams would probably be who they would try to move in that. I think. I mean,
you would think
I mean, they would be the biggest team if they had Giannis, Chet, and Hartenstein. They'd be like the biggest team ever.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
Like the length is just preposterous.
So I mean, the trade package is kind of it spells itself out. Bunch of first round picks because you got all of them. This is the time to do it. You headline it with Jalen Williams. You throw in a few. I don't know if you throw in Dort or whatever. It's going to be a lot. You're getting Giannis.
Of course. Giannis in his prime still.
And it's worth it though because you need to go for this. You need to finally push it all in. You waited all this time. You've literally not made that trade every single deadline. You just stay put.
Yeah.
You have to do it now.
And
if they lose this, they have to.
If they lose this, I think it's the only move. It has to happen.
You would have, depending on where you put SGA, would you have 2 of the 5 best? You definitely have 2
easily.
of the top 10.
Basically,
I'm just making sure you would have, like, no question. You would have 2 of the top 5.
I think you arguably have 2 and 3.
Damn. Yeah. You might have 2 of the top 3.
That's what you want. I mean,
so that's going to be very loud. That noise will be very loud if they lose this game. 100%.
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see, like, no, Giannis would get trade, but does he have a no trade?
No, I think he's for the first time. It sounds like he's open to getting.
He's open, but he is not outright, and he's
not demanding.
He's also done this before, where they've danced around, and nothing's happened. So like,
this is what will happen if OKC loses on Sunday.
You can't give up that many picks.
It's Giannis.
But no,
I don't think
it wouldn't
Chet
take.
and
It would not
Jalen
take
gotta be in
that much.
I mean, would you rather have? Who says no?
I think the Thunder might.
Thunder.
Yeah, I don't think they're sending.
Thunder say no.
I mean, they just wouldn't have basketball.
How many picks is that?
A lot.
Yeah, they're not trading 9 picks.
None of them are their own picks, by the way.
That's a good thing.
That's why you wouldn't have to be both Chet and.
That is 8 first-round picks.
That's crazy.
Along with 3 starters.
Rudy Gobert went for 5. Mikal Bridges went for 5.
Yeah, but you also had an all-star, and then like Chet, who's also a very good player, an all-defensive team guy. Like you had 3 starters.
Well,
and 2 like high-level, like high-end starters, I would say.
Who wins? Hubs, Game 7.
OKC tight. OKC tight.
I'll take Nuggets.
I think OKC tight as well.
Take the Nuggets.
I think it wouldn't shock me whatsoever if the Nuggets won. I just think, even though they didn't play great yesterday, I still like what they'd done the 2 game. 4 and 5.
I was going to reference that.
Game 4 and 5 fourth quarters were so strong that I have no faith in them. Last night didn't go their way, foul trouble, and hat off to Denver. I mean, like you said, straw through all these bench guys. Brown hit a ton of threes or hit big shots.
If all their wins were like Game 2, I'd be very nervous for them. But the fact that they have those close wins helps a lot.
Yeah, no, and just that they were losing. They coming in both fourth quarters losing. And just like ran it up on them.
I thought they were going to pull it off last night in the fourth.
I trust them. I trust them. I think they'll. I think it's a tight game just because Denver's that good, and they're not going to go out without a fight. Like I'd be shocked if they just got blown out.
I'll take Jalen Williams points because he just got to get going here.
I took Brown live 25 when he had 17, and he ended with 23.
I had Murray's live at half to get to 22.5. Hit that. That was nice.
I think OKC wins Sunday, but I think this series kind of just like. I think they're going to get the shit kicked out of them by Minnesota just because how much rest Minnesota is going to have. And if you saw what the schedule was like for the conference finals, there's no 2-day breaks. It's whoever wins, you play Tuesday, then you play Thursday, then you play Saturday.
But they're the youngest team in the NBA. Like they're built to do that of anyone.
I get it.
I don't think the rest thing matters as much with a team like that.
Plus they're deep.
That's what I'm saying. That they have a ton of guys. I think they are the youngest team in the NBA.
Minnesota's also decently young too. But
that's what I'm saying. To me, I think that series is a dogfight.
That is interesting that you get like 2 and 3 day layoffs in the first round, and even in this one they played Thursday night and then they get Friday like a full 2 days before Game 7. I know it's all to navigate TV and make sure everything's on TV, but then you get all these breaks and then you go to the conference finals. It's like, we're banging you out every other day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's because they got to have a game on every
They
day.
do. They have to. You can't lose the timing. So
Yeah, if the Warriors had won Game 5, crazy, by the way, the press conference, that Curry was basically like, I was back. He said he was playing Game 6, basically.
Oh, that's.
He said he had a few more tests to go through, but he was very positive.
That's. Can't let that out.
Oh, we got a.
Yeah, we got him. Merles, you ready?
Yo,
What up?
What's up?
what's up, boys?
Game. You tell us. Game 6 tonight. Is Biz going home? Wait.
Oh,
Hold on.
yes.
Florida's up 3-2,
so-
correct?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I wrote it in the wrong spot. I apologize. Yeah, is he going home? Florida's a huge favorite
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah, it's done. It's done. Did you see last game, 6-1?
Yeah.
Wow, they were joking that Yandel had gone to Houston's the day of the game to make a joke about Biz, and then they end up winning 6-1, just like the fight Biz had, 6-on-1.
Jesus Christ.
If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. But yeah, Toronto's done. They're pathetic.
All right.
The Jets last night, Merles.
Yeah, they look good. It's a Hellebuck. He's unreal at home, but he can't stop a beach ball when he goes on the road. So we'll be on Dallas tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or Sunday?
Saturday, 3-2, Dallas.
Saturday night.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, that's what I was looking for with the play. All right, what do you got? Goals.
Yeah, play.
Who puts one in the net?
Okay. All right, I got one. I got a good one for us tonight. It's a plus 750.
Oh,
Yep. Third line guy on Florida, Eetu Luostarinen. He's got 2 goals this playoffs, and one of the 2 goals was the closeout game against Tampa. So he's got a knack for these closeout games. He also plays like a lot of the last minute or two when they pull the goalie. So if Toronto can keep it tight,
I like that.
even if Toronto's down 2 or 3, they're going to pull the goalie. The series is on the line. They'll pull him early, and he'll get a shot out there. And he's got a nose to sniff out those empty netters. At plus 750, we got to take it.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And then Saturday, Jets Stars. Have you looked that far ahead or like prospective guys?
I'm gonna have the Stars, and then I think I'm gonna have a Merle's minute plan for a certain player that I'll have to save for that video to be released.
All right, fair enough.
I got to pump that for the DraftKings Merle's minute.
Yeah, no, we know. You got to pay the bills. We got to pay the bills. All right.
Yeah. Look forward to that one.
What's the horse?
The horse. I haven't been into the horses much over here. I can tell you I had Sandman in the Derby. And usually when I lose a game, like betting game, they always seem to win the next game. So I'll take a shot on Sandman since I lost last race that he'll win this race.
All right. Yeah, he's going to be up there, 3rd or 4th favorite. We like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Who do you guys got?
I go on the names, man. I'm gonna ride Elio, but I don't know. Goal.
What did Elio have? Did he already come up?
No, 12:45.
Oh, all right, 12:45. Yeah, I'm wrangling 5 kids right now over here, eating ice cream and everything. So I didn't get a chance to tune in yet.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll pick on the names. I'll throw out the favorite and try to hit an exact. We'll see what happens.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not here to win $2 or $3. I'm trying to win the 20 to 1s or something like that. An exacta, trifecta, try to crush the place.
Exactly. All right. Enjoy the games, man. We'll be back Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. Good
All right,
luck,
take it
boys.
easy.
Appreciate it.
750, man. That's something.
Yeah.
I like the empty net.
Yeah, the empty netter thing is very
backs
interesting.
against the wall.
Love
like
that.
you're-
Yeah, no, he's
season's on the line. Pull it even if you're down a couple. You're still pulling goalie. I like that.
love that. All right, let's get into the big one. Knicks Celtics. Before we get Elio. I mean, it's just.
Oh my god,
Dude, it's just like I don't get where your head is at.
I was
bro.
told to show it.
It's game 6, bro.
I was told to show it. That's all.
It's game 6, Phil.
All right, Game 6, Knicks Celtics tonight. How we feeling, boys?
I think you're gonna be the one watching Blue Bloods tonight. Like I think that's how unfocused you are.
I'm very focused.
We'll see.
Meek's locked in. Meek's locked in.
You're a fucking circus act right now.
He's locked in. Meek's locked in, but he's trying to get other the Knicks teammates not locked in.
Yeah, exactly. He's turning
He
the
was
tide.
focused. Blind
You gotta
is
get
on.
comfortable being uncomfortable.
All right, the good spin zone, Meek. I can get behind
I
that.
like that.
The Knicks have been very comfortable when they're uncomfortable.
Yeah. All right. What is it? Is it down to 1.5?
No,
No,
2.5.
2.5.
2.5. 2.5. 2.5. I didn't know
Minus
if it-
like one, like I think I got 35. Yeah, I'm glad. I think it's like up to like 145, 142.
Oh, minus the
For money line.
Money line.
'Cause I'm not playing. I'm not playing with nothing.
No, I don't want points.
They've won close games in this series.
Yep.
Money line, Knicks win. Period.
Yeah. So I think
Some props I like too. But
it's not groundbreaking. I think all of the Knicks stars have to all play really well together.
Need a big
to win this
I think
one.
you need a OG and Bridges game. They have to have it. We've seen you got to have them.
I went the other way. I think you need a Brunson, Cat, and
Well,
Bridges
those
game.
are kind of like a Brunson game's almost like standard.
You see Hart's comments about getting Cat involved more.
No, I didn't.
He's
but
like,
I
we're
like
not
that.
putting him in good positions. Like we could do way better about it. Basically, that's the
I
too
did
long
take
don't
I
read
did
of
take his over points tonight.
it. Okay.
20.5.
So I went
Took
Brunson.
him and OGs.
Yeah, I went Brunson 30, Cat 20, Bridges 15, parlayed together plus 525.
I'll say this.
The Knicks have to click.
Typically, how playoff games go is you can rely less and less on supporting cast guys for those games when you're on the road. So, like, those guys that, maybe you can hopefully, a Pritchard, a Cornette, Hauser, like those guys, like, this is when you rely on your big guy. This is when Tatum takes over.
Yeah.
So, Brown is going to have to be a major piece tonight.
Sure.
But typically that's how it goes. So I'm going to pray that's how it goes because that was ugly last game.
Yeah, I took Towns over 20.5. I took OG over 14.5 points. I think we get a big bounce back OG game. He was so bad.
I am laddering OG threes.
I think we get like a
4, 5.
I love
do
it.
that with you.
I love it, Meek. I love it. I think OG is a big game. I want this is like black hoodie OG, not speaking.
We need
OG.
Suni Lee courtside.
Yeah, just chaos on defense, locking up Jalen, whoever they put him on, hitting threes like Meek said. Maybe a monster dunk or two thrown in there, get the Garden riled up. It was one of those I woke up this morning and my brain was like OG. The OG bounce back.
Okay.
Defensively,
maybe I'm trying to will it into existence, but I feel like he's been better at the Garden, kind of like what you just said, Hubs. I feel like he's hit his threes at home. So yeah, I hope he does.
I just want Mitch and Deuce to play a lot, man. Those guys have.
Mitch has to play more.
Mitch
has to play more.
There's so many tweets, there's so many stats, but when Mitch is out there, they don't have.
I'm not saying playing 40 minutes, but he's got to play more than he has, especially more than he did.
I need a lot of Mitch.
5.
Yeah, I need Mitch to go nuts.
They're just better when he's on the floor.
Yeah, but the Celtics
Every number backs it up.
The Celtics keep counteracting with the
play
bullshit.
Cat and Mitch together.
Yeah.
Thibodeau's been weirdly doesn't. It seems like he just isn't in love with doing it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Especially
you got to throw out what you've been
If they're
doing
gonna play
in the past.
Cornette, if they're gonna play Cornette 30+ minutes tonight, they're gonna. I think they need to play
I
more.
was going to
Towns
say,
and-
not sure if you can
Towns
read
and Mitch.
that. Just a reminder that Knicks have had one single lineup play 47.3% of its postseason minutes, and they're minus 7.3 per 100 possessions.
Crazy.
Our best lineup isn't on the floor.
That's the
most of
starting
time.
lineup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
correct.
starting lineup
Yeah, the
is
non-Mitch lineup.
Yeah.
getting cooked.
Officials tonight won't fuck us, I think. Ed Malloy, I feel like always plays the crowd. I feel like he just does this big. He's very
Like a TV Teddy.
yeah. So we don't have Tony Brothers or the extender or anything.
I would. Well, with the stats, I would welcome Scott Foster. I think
True.
Knicks have been great with Foster.
they've won all 4 games. I think that he's ref
Yeah.
this postseason.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. I think the trick is that first quarter for the Knicks, obviously in Game 5, was unbelievable, and every other quarter, I feel like
Yeah. So let's go down 10. Basically, this is what
Yeah, let's just be down.
go down 5 or 10 in the first quarter. When we have a good first quarter, bad things happen.
right. Yeah, but I also think you can't. I mean, it goes without saying, you can't get punched in the mouth early.
No.
I mean,
I'm half
You-
kidding.
Yeah, you got it. You got to figure out a way.
I'd prefer if they just played well in all the quarters. But
Got to figure out a way to get.
Yeah, it'd be great if we just win every quarter. We
just
win the
won.
game.
Yeah,
we
they
can't
just-
lose the game if we win every quarter.
yeah,
Gotta
just
figure out a way to
all-
get-
You just can't. That energy that they lacked coming out of halftime in Game 5 was unacceptable.
I'm just
And
getting the
that can't
same
happen again.
vibe as the past Game 6 we've played. I feel like we'll be up 17 or 18 midway through the second quarter, and then in a blink it's how the fuck are we down 9?
I think it's gonna be Pistons game 6.
the Pistons Game 6, Sixers Game
That's
6.
how-
I feel like I've lived this before.
That's how playing the Celtics goes though, because they have so many 3-point shooters.
And if we
Leads can dissipate like
if we
that.
come out on top and win, I don't care how we get there. That's all that matters.
I need Cornette to just not
30
that.
minutes from Kristaps Porzingis tonight.
happen.
might not play at all.
May not play.
I want him out there.
I wonder if they start Cornette.
If they start Cornette and Horford, I think we have to go to the bench early.
Is there anything we can do differently to limit White's just open looks?
double.
Guard him.
Yeah, just play defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Put a guy on him.
I know. I'm saying, yeah. I'm trying to think of like, you always stick on him. You don't go in to help and try to get them to beat you off the dribble, but then you're giving up. You're susceptible at the rim. Like I mean, White is just fucking unbelievable. Like you can't leave. You know, like he just.
I feel like he's been 4 for 4 from 3 in like the last 3 games.
He moves off the ball so well too.
Yeah,
where he just finds himself in the right spot.
All good shoot. I mean, you know, you look like Curry never stops moving. Reggie Miller seems to always like be crafty with how he comes off of things. Like, yeah, shooters know like they're gonna be in you. You got to figure out a way to move and read off screens and redirect, and White definitely does that for sure. So, yeah, it's just if he hits like his first 4 in a row in the first half, it's like
It's crazy.
Like, here we
It's
go.
demoralizing.
Here we go again. So,
Let's not
Done
do
it a few
that.
times.
8 o'clock tip, right?
Yeah, that too.
o'clock
Like
on
it's the
Friday
calm
night.
before you got to wait so long for the
A
game.
little saving grace. Yankees are at 7. Yankees Mets Subway Series, so like we'll get to see the first Soto stuff. I won't have to multitask because I
Where do you think
won't be good with that.
by the Garden, this being a later start and a Friday, I feel like people are going to be fucking hammered before the game even starts.
Sure,
It's gonna
I mean
be
there's also
dangerous. It's
there's
gonna
also
be
the
loud.
NJ Transit debacle that's going on.
Yeah, it's just like not a thing right now.
There's just no trains happening.
Yeah,
And there's
should we have
a
Frank on to
massive
talk about it.
a massive Shakira Pitbull concert going on at MetLife
Shakira Pitbull,
tonight.
Subway Series, and this at the Garden. I think there's one other thing. There's like another concert somewhere, but bad time for probably like the trains to just be like, yeah, we're not gonna work. All the guys are on strike.
Crazy.
I mean, if you live in Jersey, I wouldn't drive, and like you're in that area, just stay home. Driving is gonna be a disaster.
Well, I think Frank should be at the Mets game tonight.
Frank should be at the Mets game.
yeah, strikes are tough, bro. Because like I get it, you stand up for what you want, and if they're fucking you, I get it. But like then in turn, you're fucking a ton of other people.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
We're not going down that road, but it's like it's very.
Sounds like the
it's
people that
very
run
tough.
NJ Transit are scumbags.
100%.
And not the employees. I'm saying like the guys at the top are
100%. 100%. But like, look at how many people now are fucked, dude.
for sure. But that's but people that just pay them what they deserve. They don't get raises. It's bullshit.
It's a lose-lose for everybody. All right, so prediction tonight: Celtics, Knicks.
Knicks by 3, where we have to defend a final shot from the Celtics to tie the game, and hopefully Bridges does the thing. And I think you get a big Jalen game.
I think a big Jalen.
30-35 from Jalen.
I think a big Jalen assist game as well.
Okay.
I think this is like a 30, like
They took him out of the game last time. They just doubled the shit out of him.
30. That's why I kind of think the assist thing, like I'm like a 34 and like 9 kind of day, 34 and 10.
Please.
My list
Yeah.
is-
Need OJ at threes. Need a big deuce game. Need Mitch to dominate.
With how many close games the Knicks have won, and they are great in close games, I think it's one of those kind of like maybe the breaks go against you. At that point, water finds its level. I don't think the Knicks, of my predictions, if what I'm taking, I would take the Knicks, how they win this or what I think would happen. I say Knicks by like 9, if that's the one. You know what I'm saying? Where it's 5, hit a shot, they miss, foul, 7-9, and then it's kind of like, or we're up 13 and they do a little rally and whatever. Like, again, I don't think that's the most out. Like, if you're doing the ping pong balls, not a lot of balls with that type of outcome. But if the Knicks are going to win, I think water finds its level late and they don't do another like miraculous close game, skin of their teeth type game. I think everything has to go right for them, and Boston has a B- effort or even a C game. And the Knicks are it's one of those just everything breaks right for the Knicks. They win by 9-10 instead of the 2 or 3. That's
I hope so.
where I would go. That's where I would go.
All right.
I would love
If
to
you're
not.
playing, yeah.
What's that ticket tonight to get in there?
I think it's down to like 600 is the cheapest to get in.
Oh,
No one can get there.
oh yeah. Yeah. Sean was saying it was about $850.
It's
just
like-
said drop
Yeah, I think it's in the 6s now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we win this game by 3. I think Jalen has another like iconic moment like he did versus the Pistons. We haven't won a playoff series at home in 25 years. We had better opportunities to get to the conference finals when we played an 8 seed Miami Heat, when we played the Indiana Pacers, we were up 2-0. If this is our time now, we have to fucking do it. We were up 3-1. We can't blow this.
How good does Indiana feel just sitting at home? You're either playing a Celtics team without Tatum or you're going to play a Knicks team that's going to be absolutely exhausted.
Oh, if we win tonight, we'll have the 4 days rest.
Is it
but-
4 days?
Yeah,
Is it
like
locked
we're-
in?
The series
Yeah.
doesn't start till Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's locked in.
Yeah, it's locked
Wednesday.
in. Like if we were to win
So
game
if we could
5, it's still
Wednesday?
another 4 days.
Get a nice break.
Wednesday
Yeah.
is crazy.
Get a nice break if we win
Fuck are we?
tonight.
What's the
What they
NBA
do,
doing?
bro. It's what they do.
That's insane.
So I think the Timberwolves
Start Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Die
so, yeah.
Tuesday.
Oh,
But there's Sunday Timberwolves or Thunder Nuggets is Sunday.
Saturday.
Is it Saturday? I thought it was Sunday.
No, there's no NBA
Sunday.
games on Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's Sunday.
No NBA game
It's
Saturday.
It's Sunday.
Adam Silver's the
There was
whoa,
never
man.
an
No,
NBA
he's
game
not.
scheduled Saturday.
Saturday's a bad TV day.
Sunday 3:30.
And if you're asking me which one do I want, I'd rather put it in prime time. Like, well, not prime time, but 3:30 Sunday is a big deal. Put that then.
No, but I'm busy.
All right, fair.
I have nothing to do Saturday. I'm just gonna watch golf, I guess.
And the Preakness.
Subway
Yeah,
Series
Preakness
is
last
Saturday.
night,
Saturday.
Of course
Subway
that.
Series for sure.
Is that a night game Saturday?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yeah,
I'm so I'm
there
just
with
so
the
locked
fam.
in the Knicks. I don't even know schedule times. That's bad.
Yeah,
I know Sunday night.
Wow.
Yeah. Phil, do we have him?
No, Elio is not called in yet.
Okay.
Let me bump him.
Yeah, bump him. All right, Subway Series tonight. Soto says it's going to be 50,000 versus
Which is
one.
wrong because there's gonna be plenty of Mets fans there.
Plenty of Mets fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plenty of Mets fans. But yeah, I mean,
I
I think the Subway Series is always obviously dialed up. It's a great watch.
Too early in the season to have a Subway Series.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Do you think they should? What if they did always Memorial Day weekend, always 4th of July?
That would work.
I wouldn't hate that.
Right?
it'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Wouldn't hate that.
I watched a 48-minute compilation on YouTube last night of Yankees Mets playing each other in the last like 25 years. Just watched 48 minutes of it back, just a whole mashup.
Yeah, there have been some
Some
awesome.
fun stuff.
I'll never forget where I was with the Castillo fucking drop.
Oh, the same. That is truly a where were you?
Yeah.
I was getting ready to get picked up from my friend's house. Tommy Supa.
I was at Beer Garden, RIP, shout out Andy, and went down the end of the bar to my friend and said, like, can you believe this? He was a Met fan as well, was so fucking, like, out of it and was a crazy person. He flipped out on me. He was like, what, get the fuck away from me. I'm like, guy, I'm fucking, like, commiserating with you. Like, he was out of it. And then I had to come back and be like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, whatever. I'm like, dude, I know. Like, we lost, bro. I know, man. I know. Like, yeah, it was fucked up. It was-
MLB is calling this rivalry weekend, and some of the rivalries are just like so fake. Like the Red Sox and Braves, huge rivals.
Bro, weren't they calling Pirates Phillies a rivalry?
Well, that's a poop series.
All right, hold on a second.
Interleague-
Those
interleague
interleague
rivals.
rivals. You can't interleague state rivals. Like, come on.
The Tigers
dude.
and Blue Jays are in the same fucking league. Like they made it up.
The Pirates and Phillies have
Wait, yeah.
no idea there's a rivalry.
Wait. Yeah,
The
Detroit
Ohio
and-
the Ohio Cup.
Well, that's a real one.
Not the Lone Star Series.
Wait, Colorado and Arizona are in the same. They're saying division rival. Like, get the
Division rivals.
fuck out of here.
The Freeway Series is fun.
The Vetter Cup.
The Citrus Series.
I-70 series,
Beltway Series I know is like kind of a thing.
Crosstown Classic. Why wouldn't you just call it the Chicago Classic?
Well, they're cross town.
yeah, but do they own? They're both in Chicago. Do they own the fucking rights?
I don't mind the Crosstown Classic name.
Vetter Cup. What the fuck is the Vetter Cup?
Made up.
Eddie Vetter? What the?
Is it the name of like a highway or something?
Could be.
From Seattle
He's from
to
Seattle.
San
I
Diego
think
to
it
Seattle.
would be Eddie Vedder.
You think it's Eddie Vedder?
I don't know.
That's
He's from-
I wonder if Eddie
from
Vedder had
Seattle.
like. Is Eddie Vedder even a baseball fan? Figure out why the fuck that's called that. That's fucking bizarre, man.
Okay, that actually is exactly what it is.
Wow.
Really?
Good call.
I can put. We are excited to partner with San Diego Padres Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Eddie Vedder to officially designate our season series as the Vedder Cup.
How did that call go? Somebody from marketing like gets on the phone from the Padres and who was it? Mariners.
Mariners.
Says to the Mariners, "Hey, I got this idea." They're like, "Yeah, whatever." And then they have to call and Eddie Vedder must have been like, "What? Like what? Is
Just
he even a
named it.
baseball guy?"
I mean, that's unbelievable. Just a series is named after him. Incredible.
What an honor.
Imagine it was just like there was like the Mets and the Blue Jays play. It's the Bosco series.
that's what they're calling.
Like,
That's what they're calling Alabama St. John's. The
Bosco Classic.
That's
unbelievable.
the Bosco Classic.
Unbelievable.
The Garden this year, right?
Yeah.
You got to be courtside with Rapoli.
I text. He's fucking weaseling out. I'm like, you
Oh,
lost.
no.
I'm like, you lost a bet last year. He's like, well, technically we were top 20. But I was like, but you didn't make the Sweet 16. Watch the video. He says top 20, Sweet 16. I said, okay. And then he knew, like later as I started texting him, I was like, what are the stakes? I was like, I want to be at the Alabama St. John's game. He's worried that sitting in a sweatsuit next to him of the opposing team right by the bench and like possibly chirping Rick, he's like, that's a bad look. I'm like, listen, I wouldn't say anything to Rick. The refs are on limit. My guys are on limit, and like, whatever. I wouldn't even really go after the St. John's guys. It'd be Alabama guys and the refs.
You could just say you lost a bet.
He did lose a bet.
Just say he lost a bet.
So he's. I'm trying to get him to figure out how I can get opposite on where the Bama seats are by that bench. So we'll see. But yeah, he definitely owes it. I won that bet. He definitely owes it. So, and I think it'd be good content. So we'll see.
Yeah, Yankees Mets. I'm expecting Lindor to kill us. It just feels like Lindor just dominates Subway Series games, and that was because I was watching through this compilation video. It was all Lindor home runs.
I've had this weird theory that I've zero statistical data to back this up, but for some reason I feel like the games are high scoring.
I always say that too.
Well, they
Always
juiced
say
the balls for sure. That one.
I know they've had a couple because I remember I went to one like 2 years ago where the final was like 2-1 or something like that, or one. But I just have this weird, like, I feel like they're always like
always
9 to like 7.
Series 2 years ago where
7 to
Lindor
5.
tried to fight Stanton or whatever the fuck that was. Those balls were so juiced that series because it was like a Fox game and an ESPN game, and they just wanted.
They love it.
I might take the over.
I would take the over too. We got him. All right, Elio, what's up?
Rico, what up, kid?
What's going on? All right, so weather tomorrow, clear. We'll run through the usuals. Weather tomorrow, clear, correct?
It's going to be hot and like thunderstorms. It's been raining during the week, so I expect a sloppy track.
All right. What is the strategy you're kind of going with in this? Because you can't, like, I talk to you all the time. Like, I have a little piece of everybody in the Derby. There's only 9. You're not going to get big payouts. Do you really hammer it down to you just have a two horse exacta? And a 3-horse trifecta, like you just try to nail it because you can't really have a piece of everybody. So what's the overall strategy?
Well, I mean, usually, I'm definitely a long shot player, but here it is. Journalism, the favorite who came in second in the Derby, very unexpected for this horse to be running in the Preakness. The only reason this horse is running is because McCarthy, the trainer, knows he's going to win. There's no other reason to put this horse, who is like a really, really good horse, in this race. You don't want to run back 2 weeks off the Derby unless you win the Derby, which Sovereignty couldn't even handle. So I'm expecting Journalism, a big favorite, and he's going to win, I think, very convincingly.
All right, yeah, that was the question I was going to ask. Is it even worth it is there any world where Journalism doesn't finish in the 1-2 exacta or even top 3, but you're saying no? So it sounds like it's going to be a not fun exacta weekend here.
Yeah, well, the thing about horse racing, it's crazy. But, how I'm going to bet this race is I'm going to do a few exactas, keying, meaning Journalism has to win. So I'll have a few horses underneath. I don't know if you want to get to a couple of the horses, but I like a long shot to hit the board, the 9-horse, Gosger. He's 20-1 morning line, has run 3 impressive races. But again, to beat this favorite, Journalism is going to be very tough.
Yeah. I did have the horses. Any Japanese?
No Japanese. No, see, what happens is the Derby horses, unless they usually don't come on to the Preakness. You'll get a couple of them, but usually like some of the mid-tier Derby horse, unless you win. Now, for the trainer to run this horse back, he's doing super well off of 2 weeks, and he's just like, listen, I want to take the $1.2 million and cash it very easily because the person's $2 million, he'll get 60% of it, so he thinks he can't lose.
Right.
There's no way the horse would be run on 2 weeks back unless he's just like, the horse is doing great. And the way he ran in the Derby was 9 out of 10 times after winning.
Yeah, he wins. Yeah.
Run down.
All right. Anybody? There's only 9. Anybody to like definitely toss? It doesn't sound like you have a lot because you gave out a 20-1 underneath. Is there anybody you would say definitely toss?
So no, I mean I'm tossing basically the second choice. I'm leaving out River Thames. Obviously a good horse. It hasn't been off the board yet. The 6 horse. I'm tossing the horse because I need to get some value. I need value. If you're going to take a even money shot, which he probably won't even be even money, if you're going to take a big favorite, you got to come with some prices. I like the Baffert horse, the 1 horse. I'm a sucker for early speed. I think that's the way that horse is going to go. He's going to try to get the lead, maybe, slow it down and try to, take it the whole way. So my exactas are 2-1, 2-8, and 2-9. I really want to get it narrowed down to just 2 exactas because you lose a ton of value when you're playing a 4 to 5 shot up.
All right, 2-1, 2-8, 2-9.
Those are my 3 plays.
Okay. All right, yeah,
I wish it was more exciting. But let me tell you, the Saratoga edition, when all the shooters are coming back, that's going to be a nice race. There'll be 14 horses in that race.
Yeah, you'll probably be at that, right?
Yeah. Hopefully you too.
Yeah, I don't ask for things anymore, but it would be nice. It is the day of my birthday, so it would be nice. It would
Doesn't ask for anything.
Yeah, and I do want to remind you, Elio, I've been to I think 3 days with you. You finished second in that big contest the first time I was ever there. So, good luck charm.
I'm always glad when you're there.
I know. Good luck charm. Yeah, I don't think you'll be as glad when I start doing what I did to Dave to you, where I start saying little piece early on when you get up in the standings.
Hey, listen, I don't take offense like that kid does. So
Yeah, exactly. He's good. He's good. All right, enjoy it, man. We'll be in touch.
Appreciate it, Elio.
All right, take it easy. All right, yeah. I mean, again, just fucking wire to wire stuff this weekend. Wire to wire. Check out DK Horse. Check out DraftKings, obviously. Anything?
I just got bad news.
What?
Tony Brothers is the replay guy tonight.
Oh, is a replay guy?
Bad.
You can't blow the whistle 50 times, so that's
but
good.
That's fair.
Can't challenge it though. No challenges.
Probably, Celtics got gift challenges last game, like the Brunson 3rd foul, I think it was.
Yeah. Any other big headlines or weird stuff you've seen in sports before picks? I know Belichick's obviously got. I've opted out. My new thing is I opt out of stories.
I think now it's just wait until
I've opted out of Belichick.
He has this June 1st thing. I think at this point it's kind of just everything.
Belichick has a thing.
There's a thing. It's in his contract. If I'm understanding correctly, it's that if he left before June 1st, something like that, he'd basically owe a ton of money, or it's a $10 million
or after.
It's like
It'd be crazy if
it's
crazy that it's after. Yeah,
you would think it would be if he leaves after.
No, it's like a $1 million. But I think it's maybe what he would owe back, or what they it's. There's it's $1 million, and it's $10 million, and it's June 1st is the date. It's before and after. So that's a huge date on term. But I think we talk about necessarily this just a little bit. I think he's if I had to put a 0 to 100 of him he coaches UNC, I think it's 90, 95.
That he coaches.
Yeah,
I agree.
Coach, I think he's gonna coach.
I agree. I think it'd be absolutely stunning if.
I think he did his little ACC network PR response to the CBS one. It was basically she's a personal relationship, has nothing to do with the team.
Yeah.
Answered his little she gave a little pushback. He gave his little she has nothing to do with the team. We're get ready for Belichick. We're getting ready for the season. Hoorah, kind of thing. And that's I think it's basically a non-story again, unless something else comes up.
Yeah. Sunday morning is potentially going to be Yannick Sinner versus Carlos Alcaraz, number 1 and 2 in the world. I think Carlos is 2. But Sinner was suspended for 3 months, and he just ripped through everybody. So that anytime those two play, it's box office, and it gets you going Sunday morning. So tune in for that if Sinner wins today.
Let me ask you one more question. I saw my first magazine on the stands.
Mm-hmm. College football.
Yeah. Can anybody still move?
I think there's some guys because there's a spring window, but I think maybe even that I don't know if it fully closed. All the I don't think there's anyone that's big time that's still out
moving.
there.
It's basically locked in.
Now it's more of the stories the number 1 player in the last class just went to Miami. They're saying he got $10 million. He literally signed. He's Rosenhaus. Drew Rosenhaus is his agent. He's a junior in high school.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess he's going to be a senior this upcoming.
It's a quarterback?
No, a tackle.
Tackle.
Who they put the can't miss going to be top.
He'll
10
be Joe
pick
Thomas.
In 4 years he's going to be top 10 pick in the draft. It's at Ohio State. It was Ohio State wanted him bad. Georgia wanted him bad. And everyone thought he was going to go to Georgia, I think it was, and then Miami just like, I didn't know. I think they just threw a disgusting bag at him.
What's so frustrating is like the mid-major teams, and this is with basketball too and stuff. There's no more like, well, they bring everybody back. Like I liked watching them last year, and they bring everybody back.
Well, I'll tell you, Bosco, I know we lost a lot of guys to the draft, but Ohio State, everyone, culture, everyone.
But I know, but you're a power. I'm saying like where you can fall in love with these type teams, or and don't get me wrong, like I love the playoff, but like getting to a New Year's Six bowl was a big deal for these guys. Like you're like this Colorado State team. Like I love the quarterback. They bring everybody back. Sure. They can be pesky. Like you watch them late. Like I know I'm a simpleton with that, but like everybody's everywhere.
Well, I think at the G5s you're going to see that, but I think you'd be like there's some teams that have kept honestly who's done it. We were talking about that, like a big segment. I think a big storyline this year is like Clemson. Like Dabo's went so against it. This is like the year. Like there's a very real chance that Clemson has 3 of the top like 5-10 picks in the draft. They have 2 D linemen who are like going to go top like 5 or 6, and I think Klubnik's a legit like first round guy. It has another good season.
I'm not sold on him.
He's someone who I didn't like him after 2024. I'm like, and I used to like trash him. I think he's like totally transformed. Like I've seen the glow up of like his game and like where I thought he played very good against Texas, who's like was a elite defense, a ton of NFL guys. I'm a Klubnik guy. I was not a Klubnik guy, and now I am. But this is like Dabo's year where like if this doesn't work, you got to get like the non-transfer portal thing. Like you got to adjust.
Let me ask you this:
he brought in such good classes. Like he's gonna have. This is gonna be like I think this is Blutman's word, and I agree with it. Like this is a prime like he's the NFL draft is gonna be littered with Clemson guys. Like got like a mid 2010s like Bama Saban team. Like NFL talent just up and down the roster.
If Dabo does not make the second round in the next 2 years, do you fire him?
I don't know. He's done so much. Like
he has done so much, but it's a fucking arms race, man. If they're not landing on the moon, but get rid of the new astronauts.
All right, but then Bosco, who are you hiring better? Tell me, who's out there better? No one. There's not. It doesn't exist. That's going to go to Clemson. Doesn't exist. The man won 2 national championships,
right? Especially like ACC.
And they just won the ACC last year. You know what I mean? Like,
what about getting a guy to make a move? Who's at Arizona State?
Dillingham. I think
you're telling me he wouldn't want to go to Clemson,
but I don't think they're bumping. I think Dillingham's like awesome. I don't think they're bumping Dabo for Dillingham. Because they're gonna be good. Like, listen, if things went, if he had a Florida State catastrophe, like maybe, you know what I'm saying, like a 2-9 season, but that's not gonna happen. Like they just won the ACC.
Yeah.
Like, they may not be with the Ohio States and like Georgia's right now, but I think this year, like, they very well could be this year. And even if they're not, if they're just like a playoff team, like, he's not going anywhere.
Wait. Why'd you say Florida State? Did Dillingham go to Florida State?
No, I'm saying they went like 2-9 last year. Like,
right.
I'm saying if he had like if Clemson just magically goes like 2-9, like
yeah. No, they're not doing that.
But I'm saying they're not doing that. So I think he's not going anywhere. Because even when we had the discussion, Blutman was like, "This is a legacy year," and I was like, I don't think you can ever say legacy here with Dabo because his legacy is already cemented. But it's a massive year for I think the trajectory of Clemson going forward. I think this is a huge because all the non-transfer stuff it's built up like these 2 magical classes are now like junior seniors. Like this is
that's
the
what
year.
you want.
Like they got you have all these 5 stars, all these first round NFL talent, high level NFL talent. Like you got to win now. You got the NFL quarterback, NFL D line. Like it's all there.
You guys are the favorite to go back to back.
I think so. Us and like Georgia. Yeah. I mean, same. It's gonna be the same shit every year. We'll always be like favorite or at the top.
It's kind of that's how it is. All right, Hubs picks.
I got this is a 2:30 start time. I got Yannick Sinner -5.5 games against Tommy Paul at -125. I've got the over in this Cubs White Sox game. That's like I think the wind's blowing out a little bit. What?
It's correct. It is blowing out.
Yeah, over 11.5. Those are always just fun to take. I took the last one like on a golf course.
They are. They're also you can take the King of the Diamond.
King of the Diamond is really nice there. Like your sweet spot should be like a Carson Kelly type guy. You want to take like a 6-7 hitter. Well, he's been mashing. I don't even know where he hits in the lineup to be honest with you. But like somewhere lower tier, and then hope that that's the highest scoring game. I imagine that would be it. That actually is probably not what you want to go. Is this Cubs game because people are going to be on it. you want to probably go a different game, a strategy. But yes, King of Diamond, awesome. They're doing it today. Opted on DK.
Also, you guys all nailed the Astros Texas game yesterday.
Watch the whole thing.
Absolute fucking.
I was on the Astros.
DeGrom was so good.
I'm pretty sure not one double play.
I don't think there was. Was there? Was it overturned? No, I don't think there was one. No one was on base.
Unbelievable.
Hunter Brown had a no hitter in the fifth. DeGrom really limited damage. There were a lot of like really good catches. By
I was
the
looking at.
Rangers
I think there
outfielders.
was you could have got under 9 singles in the game or something. There was a lot of things I was looking at, and then I was like, all right, let me just go with the double plays, and I ended up hating myself.
I outsmarted myself, and I took DeGrom's under in strikeouts, thinking like he would just pitch to contact. The Astros just can't hit. They had no chance. He had like 7 or 8.
How much was the alternate under on that? Imagine you took under 1.5. If you move it down that far.
Yeah, I mean,
All plays?
ridiculous.
No, the fucking game total.
Oh, the game total, yeah.
It was 6.5. You move it if you had the guts to move it fucking 4 runs like that.
Tough for Hunter Brown. He got a loss and he pitched a complete game with only giving up 1 run. Brutal. And rounded out Crochet versus Sale tonight in Fenway. That should be a fun atmosphere, even though the Red Sox are just miserable. But I think Crochet steps up. So I got him 8 Ks plus 115. And then Mitchell Robinson, 8+ boards, minus 105.
All right, I'm on Brunson 30, Cat 20, Bridges 15. Knicks obviously have to dial it up. 3 guys have to, the stars have to get going. That's plus 525. Ev.
Yeah, Knicks money line. Towns over 20.5 points. Bridges over 14. Or excuse me, Towns over 20.5 points. OG over 14.5 points, and Brunson over 6.5 assists.
We should also, if you are out there and you do think how things work, Yankee Celtics parlay and the Frank meltdown seems like something the chat would take. Yeah, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. Phil, what do you got?
OG Anunoby 2+3s, 3+3s, 4+3s, 5+3s. I am also gonna toss out a flyer on. Give me George Pickens touchdown plus 255. That game September 4th. Just good to have.
Thanks, Meek.
I thought he was doing a PGA. I'm telling you,
It's unreal.
right now, and
Honestly, Clemmer would do that like unironically.
I like one of these two.
Clemmer loves that shit.
I like one of these 2 guys. I like Jerry. I don't like Phil. The blame pie right now is Jerry and Phil. Phil's being a circus animal. Jerry looked ahead to Indianapolis. You got to stay on task.
Win tonight.
Series not over.
Just
till
win tonight.
4 wins.
Just
You have
win
to get
tonight.
4 wins.
Just win
Finish
tonight.
this shit
Yeah,
tonight,
win
please.
tonight.
for
Just
my
win
well-being.
tonight.
Be confident.
I don't need this pain Monday.
Confidence.
Liam, you around tonight?
Yeah.
Do we have Fasoli?
I will be.
Or we have Liam?
I don't know.
Bringing
I
out
don't know
all
where
the
Fasoli
dudes?
is. I'll be around there.
Fasoli might just be in the seats with us.
War ready.
I heard Fasoli's bringing in prosciutto Papi. Says it's the funniest guy on the internet. He would be dead wrong, but it is what it is. All right, loaded weekend will be streaming tonight, Game 6, and we will see you Monday.
See you.